Hello investors, traders, and Market Club members everywhere. Adam Hewison here, co-founder of Market Club with your market update for Monday, the 28th of October. All eyes are on Apple this afternoon as it reports its earnings, and also Twitter takes to the road for its roadshow. So after the bell today, Apple reports its earnings, then this could be a real bellwether report for the market itself, and especially all of our indicators are pointing higher. So let's go right to the chart, which you see on the screen right now. Apple has an interesting history here. It sort of repeats its swings, and what I want to share with you today is how we see this market moving. So if you look at the recent lows here, I'm just going to call this around the 390 level, and if you look at the recent highs right here, I'm going to call that the 510 level. Okay, so that's basically a 120 point difference. From here to here is $120. Okay, so if we take the lows here at 450 and we add $120, that gives us 570, which indicates that could be the next swing, where we expect the next swing to take place for Apple. So let's see how that plays out. But we do have some higher counts around the 580 level, so I think I'm comfortable saying this level will be reached by the end of the year in this stock. Last week we talked about this stock, Talisman Energy, and it looks like it wants to go higher. It looks like it's made the turn to go higher. It's also coming from a very large base. If you scope this out just a bit further, you'll see that where it's coming from. So here's the base, very large base, and this is like a continuation pattern to the upside. And if you look at on a close-only chart, it looks even more positive. So we're looking for this market to make new highs, and if we scope this out to its maximum, I think we're going to see this market go back up to 24, and I think that's going to take this stock, I think probably towards the end of the year, I think we'll see a big move up. We're looking for very cold weather here in the Northeast, which means prices for energy will be higher, and that's what this stock and this company does. This is crude oil. Crude oil, it looks as though it's made a turn back up. Remember we talked about it being very, very oversold last week, and it's popped back up. I think we could see this market do a little better. Longer term, the monthly trade triangles are positive. Only the intermediate term trend is still negative, but however that position is being covered at 98.05 with the daily. Remember, we use the weekly and the daily for timing in crude oil. It's worked out very, very well for us. If you haven't looked at our results, take a look at our results in the perfect portfolio. It's done very, very well, this particular method for trading crude oil. Moving on to gold. Gold has done very well after the break. We had a pullback of approximately 61.8% Fibonacci pullback, and we've returned back to the upside. So I think we'll see this market improve. It seems as the intermediate term trend and the short term trend are positive, both of which we use for trading in gold. Look at the World Cup portfolio to see the results of this strategy. It's done very, very, very well. So to the Dow. Now the Dow looks to us to be in the sort of big box formation. It's really not going higher, not going lower. It's sort of trapped in this sort of area, and I think unless it gets over the highs here, and it may do that, but the reality is this is not the index to be watching right now. The index you should be watching is the NASDAQ. This is new highs on Friday. It's a little bit under pressure today, but nonetheless, it looks as though the trend wants to continue. Apple reports after the bell, and Apple makes up 10% of this index, so it could be a real game changer this afternoon for this market to go higher. We're still looking for this index to go higher, much the same way with the S&P 500 new highs today, and that's index. I think we'll see this market continue to be strong until the end of the year. Lastly, on the Russell 2000, same trend there, a little bit of profit taking today, but nonetheless the trend is clearly up with our trade triangles all in a positive mode. We expect to see this market along with the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 all move higher until the end of the year. If you'd like to make a comment on this, just do so below. We'd love to hear from you with any of the stocks we covered today or any markets you are following that you'd like us to comment on. So I'm Adam Hewison for Market Club. Have a great trading day, everyone.
You can find Adam Hewison as a regular contributor on Bloomberg, Business News Network, CNBC, and Fox Business News.